Not me actually being nervous to film right now or to talk while my son's sleeping. I have a son. Hi, I'm Glenna, and I'm actually like nervous to talk in the house while he's sleeping because I don't want him to have bad naps. But he is sleeping in his little crib like a big boy. We are 5 months old now, and I am starting to feel like an actual person with a routine. 2 nights ago he stopped waking up at 5:30 in the morning and started waking up at 6:30 or 7:30, so I'm actually getting about 7 hours of sleep consistently, and he's getting now 11 to 12, which is beautiful. But not feeling the need to go back to bed with his first nap every day has made me feel like a human again. Anyways, hi. I'm sorry I took a huge break, longer than I anticipated. I didn't realize how much of a toll mentally and physically that postpartum would be on me. Here I am finally today editing my 4th trimester recap vlog. The raw look at my 4th trimester, if you haven't seen it, it's posted now. And I wanted to film something today because I kind of was getting in my head about it, and I was like, well, I gotta plan, I gotta figure out when I want to film, I was just getting in my head about it. So I was like, you know what, I'm doing it today. My hair is pillow dried. I took a shower last night, went to bed with it wet, so my hair is not done, my makeup's not on. I'm just curled my eyelashes this morning and put on like my skincare, but here we are, and this is a day in my life, I guess. That's what I'm gonna film. So this morning my son woke up at 6:30. We had our first feeding, and then around like 8 o'clock we had bites. He's 5 months old. He's been taking solid food for a month now. He showed a ton of interest at 4 months, and on his like 4-month day we gave him like a chicken to gnaw on, like a piece of rotisserie chicken, and he loved it. And so the next day we started bites, and now this morning we had bananas and prunes, and then he went down for his first nap of the day at 8:30, and he talked until 8:50. So it's 9 o'clock right now. He's still sleeping. Maybe it was 8:40. I don't know. It's 9 o'clock right now. He's still sleeping, and I am editing my 4th trimester recap, drinking my coffee, and we'll just see where the day goes and what this video turns out being. But I hope to be back. I'm trying. I'm sorry. Thank you for your patience. I'm a new mom. My baby just woke up. He's talking to himself. He does this like koala thing when he's hungry, and it's the cutest thing in the whole world. This is my baby. He's so sweet. I got my editing done, and he slept from 8:20 to 9:45. We ate, and now we're sitting up. And normally I pump after every feeding, but lately he's been kind of like resituating himself on when he eats, because he doesn't eat every 3 hours anymore, especially since we started with solid food. So I'm not going to pump right now. I'm going to wait a little bit and see if he wants some more later, before we do more bites around lunchtime, maybe. Yeah. Also, different from the last time I filmed, I think. We have like a little art wall back here with a Camille Pissarro, a Degas, girl with pearl earring, and then those are of us when I was pregnant with him. And then other changes are our lamps are different. We have lamps, and the sweetest boy in the whole world is also different from the last time I was filming. Who really wants the camera right now? So things that I want to get done today, in addition to editing my video, my 4th trimester recap, and filming this video, I am planning on cooking lunch in a minute for my husband and I. I am also planning on sewing another pajama set. I sewed a pajama set a little bit ago. I'm gonna show it to you. It's so cute. Actually, I'll be right back. I don't know if you remember, but like January, I think it was January 2022 or 2023. It actually might have been last January. It might have been January 2024. I made a dress using a bed sheet, and it was this fabric. Well, I used the fitted sheet to make the dress. I'll link the video in the cards, but I have a bunch of this fabric left. I have the whole top sheet. So today, hopefully today, I'm going to make a pair of pajamas with it. Very excited about. I just made these pajamas in the spring. I think I made them in March, but I have like a little, isn't that the cutest thing ever? I made these pajamas. Look at how stinking cute this fabric is. And then this was my top, and it kind of like cinches on the top. It's like super cutesy. So I'm going to make another pair of pajamas today, and we'll see how much else I get done. My husband's at work for another hour, and then he's gonna come home. He has a meeting at 1:30, so I have kind of between then and 1:30 for him to play with our son and me to possibly get that done. And I need to make lunch and entertain my son and enrich him and nourish him and die. That's the most important. You're the most important. Oh, sweet boy. And snuggle him. And if you hear that sound, that is my computer fighting for her life over here to download the video I just edited. But that's my plan for today. Yeah. Tell me about it. Is that so? Not me literally forgetting I'm vlogging. I actually made this spring as part of my like spring bucket list. I made this apron and I love it. Washing my coffee cup this morning as my son plays. I'm gonna deep clean the kitchen. This is nice because I've been talking to myself, and technically I still kind of feel like I'm talking to myself. But to try and give my son words, I've been talking to myself for like a while. And it's nice to have a change of pace on talking to myself. A different way to talk to myself. It's filming. Hello. Look at the cutest coffee cup. My niece picked it up for me. So cute. Local coffee cup.
Don't do that one.
Husband's home.
Heart sniffles.
Made him lunch. We have a babbler. That's so cute. We're gonna go run an errand. Probably go to Starbucks because they're giving free.
Exactly, that's why.
Yes, thank you. They're giving free cold foam this week. My back is hurting, so I'm laying down. And then we're gonna run our errands. Also, a recent addition to this cute little, isn't that cute? I like forgot how to vlog. And then later today, when we get back, hopefully.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Thank you. Catching a monumentous occasion on a day that I'm filming. Is this crazy? I'm alone in the car. This is crazy. And my husband is at home putting my son down for a nap, which is really nice because I'm literally going somewhere by myself and that never happens, and that's very exciting. That's funny, I like didn't even film myself. I got so mentally like stuck on the fact that I was out by myself. But I got a white chocolate mocha with their cherry cream cold foam on top. And now I'm headed back home to maybe chug this and take a nap so I wake up with a ton of energy. Or possibly start on my sewing project. My husband has a meeting at 1:30, So I might nap while my son's napping and my husband's in a meeting. I don't know. The world is my oyster. But this is really very delicious. I would get it again.
And then I can guess close enough time will be there.
I'm not doing a very good job of making any sort of tutorial with this, but I have these pattern pieces that I created with a pair of shorts. I literally just laid it down. This is for the back and this is for the front. So I cut out 2 pieces that look like this for the back, and I'm just going to sew this seam here, and then I'm gonna do the thing where you like cut it and fold it over and then sew it again so that it's finished. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to take this half, I'm going to press my seam open, I'm going to take this half and I'm going to cut it down, and then I'm going to take this half and I'm going to fold it over like that. So fold it twice so that it covers the seam. I'm going to sew along that spot. Hopefully I'm explaining this right. So this part will be cut in half, and then this, so it'll be like that size, and then this part will fold in and then over, and then also right there. So it'll have 2 seams and no raw edges. Okay, so like this. So the raw edge is kind of tucked in there. So I'm gonna sew this along that side, and then there'll be 2 seams on this side. Then the edge on the outside looks like this, and on the inside like this. This is just the easiest way to finish an edge without a raw, like to make sure that you have no raw edge if you don't have a serger, or if you're like me and haven't set up your serger yet because you need to clean your basin. That's my back. I'm gonna do the front now. Now that I have my front and my back pieces, I'm going to lay them out right sides together, and then I'm gonna sew the sides, and then I'm gonna sew the crotch. This is like the easiest thing to sew is boxer shorts. Easiest thing ever. For these seams, you can either do the same thing where you cut and fold and sew, or what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim. I just pressed it open and I'm gonna trim the fabric to be a little bit less, and then I'm just gonna overlock it with my sewing machine. These are the edges. The next thing I'm going to do is the casing for the elastic. So I have my elastic, the casing, which I'm going to sew together on the edges and overlock them, finish them, open it up, iron them open, and then make sure that it's the same size as the top of my pants. Then I'm going to sew it to the top of my pants, flip it over, overlock that, iron it down, put this through. I'll show you.
My boys have gotten into the babbling phase the last couple days, so really everywhere they were involved in. It wasn't just everywhere, and then, you know, outside of the area.
Now, these are my pants. This is the hem. I'm going to line up the seams with the side seams, and I'm gonna sew this casing to the top of my shorts, leaving an opening for the elastic. Now in my opening, I just lost my opening. Are you upset, buddy? I'm gonna put this through there. Okay, I attached the ends of my elastic. Now I'm going to turn this back like this. It's very, very tight elastic. And I'm going to sew this edge closed, the raw edge closed, and I'm just gonna go ahead and overlock that entire seam. Now, I go like this a lot to make sure that it's even, and then I find my edges and I pull and I stitch in the dip. That is what keeps the elastic from flipping inside if like your hem rolls, or if you roll your shorts, is by pulling it tight and stitching that line. And I do it 4 times. I do it once on each corner basically. You know what would be fun? If we went and tried that sushi restaurant, since we're gonna be out at dinner time. I'm going to put one of my little thingies. I love having these, they're so fun. Now I want the tag to not be all scrunchy, so I'm gonna leave it scrunched up, place the tag, and sew around the tag. Okay, these are the shorts. I always make them way too long to start. They're so cute. And then I'm gonna put a little like lace, because I'm gonna do lace on the top. So that is a lot of short to cut off.
So cute.
Thank you. I love my little tag. It's definitely my favorite part. I ironed it down, and this is the length of the hem that I want, and this is obviously going to be cut off. What I think I'm going to do is take my lace and attach it to here and just go ahead and sew the hem, and then I'm going to cut off the excess really close to that stitch and then finish it, like roll it and finish it. So on this side, the lace will be popping out the bottom like that, and it'll have 2 lines. It'll have one right on the edge, or yeah, 2 seams. It'll have one right on the edge and then one right above it. We have, oh, I'm blue. We have an errand to run, and then probably, and maybe dinner, or we're gonna come back here so I can make dinner, and then hopefully get my pants finished before my son goes to bed, and then the top after he goes to bed, while watching probably Grey's Anatomy. The top is going to take me like a lot of brain power and a lot of figuring things out because it's coming from up here. The shorts, this is my 3rd pair of boxer shorts that I made, and I use the same pattern every single time, so they're super easy for me now, but they weren't the first time. The first one I made, I actually have a video of. I'll link it in the cards. I probably didn't need to re-explain it because I actually have a video of like making the gingham boxer shorts. The top, I'm gonna do triangle top with like lace around the inside. I'm gonna do a gather seam like underneath the bust, and then I'm gonna do elastic, like an elastic casing around the top, like right underneath the bust, and then it'll kind of like flow out a little bit. That's my plan. I don't know how it's gonna work yet. He actually might be asleep. Nope. Wiggling just a little bit to say goodnight to himself. I am home now. We ran errands and then went to dinner. We went to get sushi, which was really delicious. That was actually my first sushi since I was pregnant, because I was on a no soy diet for a long time with my protein sensitive baby, but he's 5 months now, so I'm able to start reintroducing things into my diet, and I like went full speed ahead and reintroduced everything. I'm going to go back to doing my shorts now, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do for my top. I'm hoping to get the shorts and the top done before 9 p.m. That is very ambitious because it's 8 o'clock right now. I love it. I love that he can just talk himself to sleep. But I'm going to watch my show and make my shorts. These might be the cutest shorts or the cutest things I've ever sewn in my life, just because of this hem. Look at this sweet little hem. I'm so excited to make my top. I'm gonna try them on. I have prepped pieces and I'm ready to start my top, my PJ top. So I cut 4 triangles and then I gathered the bottom. So it's not gonna actually end up being this big because like seam allowance, but this, I have 4 of these pieces. I have 4 little lacy guys, and I have my 2 spaghetti straps that I loop turned and everything. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to layer the pieces. So right side up, I have 1 triangle, and I'm going to layer down a lacy piece. I want the lace to be on the insides and the outsides of the cup. So I'm laying them on the triangle. My little, whatever this is called, strap is going down, and then I lay another triangle dude on top. I'm gonna pin that and then sew it and leave the gathered part at the bottom open. We will finish that seam next. So I overlocked the edge and then I folded it down. This is the top of the shirt, so like this is where the cups are. I think this is how it's gonna work. It is the next day. I did not finish that shirt because the safety pin that I was like feeding the elastic through, and wow, my kitchen's really messy back here. It got stuck, so I didn't finish it. But I made French toast this morning. Well, I did not. On Sunday, my husband made French toast. Didn't quite get it cooked all the way before we had to go to church. Put it in the fridge, and I heated it up this morning. So, I'm eating that while I heat up his. I'm about to put my pumps on because my son just ate, but he didn't finish because he's not feeling very well. And I'm going to try to finish the top to these shorts, to the PJ set today, and clean my dining room and organize my recipes. So day 2 of this day in my life, because I did not finish yesterday. We did have a really nice dinner. We went to a sushi restaurant and everybody there loved my son. It was really cute. He's talking right now with his dad. Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty slow morning. We'll just see what happens. I have a lot of stuff to do, and I'm still trying to figure out how to do that top, like how to put the elastic in. I'm kind of feeling like I need to cut some, oh shoot, I should have got more flowers. All of our flowers died. I'm kind of thinking that I need to cut a little bit more off of the circumference before I make the casing and put the elastic through, and I think I need to put the elastic casing like a little bit thicker, even though I have pretty skinny elastic, because that was the problem we ran into the first time, was I couldn't get the elastic through. But I just put away our groceries. I'm gonna eat this, probably read some books to my son, then probably set him up in his high chair and get some stuff done in the kitchen, some cleaning and planning and things like that. Oh, such a good job sitting up like a big boy. Hi. We're working on setting up practice right now, and I am meal planning. I'm just trying to keep my brain awake. I actually really need a coffee. I already had a latte today. I'm thinking I need another one, so I might make an iced oat milk latte. I just got a text that my order is ready. I ordered a skirt, like a white cotton skirt off of Aerie, and it just got delivered to the store because I did like the in-store pickup one. And it wasn't supposed to get until next week, so that's kind of fun. So I'm thinking we're gonna do a little run by the store, do a little grandma grandpa visit to finish out our evening, and then I can get to actual stuff. So planning on this being a 2-day my life vlog, and for my first day back. You wanna sit up, 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 up? Oh. See you when we get back, because I'm not gonna vlog that. You happy guy? Oh, you see all your toys behind me. What are you gonna get? Literally a bucket of toys behind me, and he reaches for the blanket and my hair. I just put my son down for a little nap, and he's getting himself ready to go to sleep. He's kind of doing crunches. He might have a burp. I might need to go back in there. But while he naps, I'll show you what I picked up while you're out. I need to pick up all these toys because they're everywhere. My mom had gotten him these, so when I stopped by her house, I grabbed it. She got him these two little outfits and this little Winnie the Pooh outfit with a matching hat, which is so cute. This is the skirt I got. It's just a white cotton. I grabbed it in a size small, and it's like the perfect like white, plain white skirt. I'm probably gonna wear it on Sunday to church. While we were out, I also got Dutch Bros since I'm just recently back on the dairy, and this is like all half and half. So I'm gonna drink this, watch him on the monitor, wait till he falls asleep. We did unfortunately only get a 30-minute snooze, so that's cute. Now I have a friend, but I did finish my meal plan and planning out next week. I made some plans with some friends for next week, so that's going really well. You see all your stuff? Ouch, that's Mama's hair you have. What do you see? My sweet boy. I'm gonna clean out my fridge and set him up in his, probably this bouncer in here, and take out, so we'll get some stuff done. Hey. Oh. These are peas. You've never had peas before. I actually do want to try them. Oh, they're good. They're just like mushed peas. Vlogging is like kind of difficult. I don't want him like in the content, but he's a big part of my life and my day, so I'll figure it out. So I feel like this vlog has been a lot of me just telling you what I'm doing, which if you're new, next time I might show you what I'm doing, I don't know. I also have not done my hair or makeup this whole vlog. I've just been chilling. So I think we'll just catch up again after he's asleep. Just put our son down for the night at 7:45. He was so cute. He like almost wanted to be fussy, and then I talked to him and made him laugh and then said goodnight, and then he was just like silent, sitting there staring at space. I love it. He's the best. He's literally my favorite person ever. Well, my husband is my favorite person ever, but he's literally such a gift from the Lord. Anyways, for dinner tonight we are having leftovers. We had leftover queso that I'm gonna heat up, and I'm just gonna put back into this container because it'll keep it warm, and guacamole, and then I have leftover tamales I'm gonna heat up, and we're just kind of having like a leftover Mexican hodgepodge of a night. Modge Podge. I'm gonna go finish my shirt in a second. I'm very excited about that, and spend some time with my husband because I haven't really seen him since this afternoon. And then tonight I might have some mint tea because I have all this spearmint from the Dutch bakery and bulk food store, which is my absolute favorite store ever. I'm gonna plug them. I love them. They're in Tipton, Missouri, which is like hours away from here, but we drove by a couple weeks ago. Beautiful. Love the store. Anyways, I'm gonna heat up this queso, eat some of this guac. This vlog is literally just me telling you what I'm gonna do over and over again instead of just showing it to you. But I don't try not to make promises. I'm going to get better at vlogging as a mom. I promise. I'm going to get better because I'm gonna do it more often. And practice makes permanent, so. I'm like, girl, take a bite, I don't care. But she didn't. This guac from the grocery store is so good. It literally is crazy fresh and authentic tasting. I'd say is white lady, but Very delicious. Our baby's sleeping.
Yes, good.
Does this remind me of our first Valentine's Day as parents? In the kitchen, eating dinner, baby sleeping. It is very loose. It needs to like, yeah, I don't know. But it is a shirt. Down on the sides. I don't know. My PJs are done. My house is clean-ish. My baby is sleeping. And it's now day 2 of my day in my life vlog. I'm gonna say goodnight and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching my return to trying to figure out a new rhythm of vlogging as a mom. See you in next week's video. Bye.